They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.
Hey guys, what's going on today? Shapties here, and today guys I'm bringing you another video on Rogue Company. I'm glad to be back, guys. Sorry for a little bit of a late video. I'm a few weeks late. I literally had some technical difficulties, but you know, we're fixed and we're on the straight path now, so we're not gonna have any problems with that. But guys, I'm gonna be bringing you an interview from Hi-Rez Studios. It's on the website, the Xbox Hub. I'll put their link in the description below. They're always releasing Xbox news and gaming news for everybody out there. So guys, let's get into the video and get to this interview. Okay. Hold up. Stop the video here, guys. Stop the music. Guys, I really want to get this out there because I don't want anybody getting in trouble, but guys, please listen to me. On Rogue Company right now on the alpha, there's currently an NDA statement. Now this means a non-disclosure agreement. You will not allowed to share any gameplay, anything inside the alpha. I just want this to be known because there's been a few YouTubers I've seen out there who are content creators and they've released videos that are not supposed to be out yet until Hi-Rez Studios announces so. Guys, this literally can really ruin your life. You can get sued for thousands of dollars if it's even that. It could be more. But guys, seriously, take this into consideration. I don't want anybody getting in trouble. I want everybody to have fun. Guys, just be patient. We'll be able to content create more on this game once it hits beta stage. I'm sure of it. I'm sure we'll be able to share plenty of gameplay clips, you know. But let's get back to the video, guys. I really want to get into this interview, but please keep that in mind. I don't want anybody getting in trouble. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's get into this interview with the Xbox Hub. Hi, please introduce yourself. What is your role at Hi-Rez Studios and on the development of Rogue Company? Hi, I'm Scott Zier, creative director on Rogue Company. I've been at Hi-Rez quite a while as a creative director and lead design on games like Smite. Hub asks, so sell it to us. Why should gamers be interested in Rogue Company on Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC? Scott replies, Rogue Company is a third-person shooter with a unique blend of action-paced gameplay and tactical objective-based game modes. You get to play as a rogue, a group of elite mercenaries that operate outside the law and drop into exotic locations all over the world. Rogue Company is going to be a free-to-play with cross-play and cross-progression across all platforms. We're putting a big focus on making sure that it's easy to play with your friends no matter where they are. Xbox Hub asks, what titles have been the inspiration behind Rogue Company? Are they any non-high-res games which have provided inspiration? If so, which titles? Scott replies, we're big shooter fans and love pretty much all genres. Action, tactical, hero shooters. Obviously, we made Paladins. In the BRs, we've wanted to make a more realistic shooter for years. And Rogue Company is inspired by different elements from each genre for the moment-to-moment gameplay. We've leaned towards keeping things fun and action-packed with the game modes we've introduced, tactical puzzles that provide a meta strategy and fun challenging engagements. Xbox Hub then goes on to ask, with so many weapons in a structured class system, how do you see them factoring into the game meta? Will different styles be applicable to avoid overcrowding of classes? Scott replies, in Rogue Company you will not only choose what rogue you want to play, but each rogue also has a selection of different weapons and devices they can acquire over the course of a match. That selection plays a lot into the meta role you'll play on your team. Are you someone who likes to bust down the front door? A roamer looking for a trade? Someone who hangs back and covers routes? A common and most shooters optimal weapon ranges matter. Shotguns, SMGs, ARs, snipers, etc. Your use of gadgets and grenades matter. And of course, each rogue has a unique ability and passive that works into your playstyle. Rogues all bring something different to the table, and we have plans to continue to add rogues multiple times per year, a similar model to Smite and Paladins. Xbox Hub then goes on to ask, cross-platform gameplay has been promised. What challenges were present in designing things around this crossplay? Scott answers, we've fortunately had a lot of experience with crossplay. Having recently added it into both Smite and Paladins, a lot of the challenges are more on the technical and production side. making sure we daily playtest on all platforms inside the studio, and making sure new features in development are always multi-platform ready. Cross-testing is very important for the design team, as it allows them to make sure features are balanced and play well, and each controller type gets the attention it deserves. Our design team has spent a lot of fine time tuning the feel of controller versus keyboard and mouse, and in our testing, it's been transparent who is on what. That said, we're planning on input-based matchmaking when you are not queuing across party, so controller players play together even if using a controller on PC, and so on. Then Xbox Hub goes on to ask, has the success of Paladin, Smite, and Realm Royale affected the way you've dealt with Rogue Company? What have you learned from those games? Scott replies, certainly. We're always applying lessons we've learned from our previous games and trying to improve every day. Those titles have given us a lot of experience in how we approach esports, competitive play, and games as a service. One of the reasons we are launching Rogue Company on Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC simultaneously is the stage launch experience we had on our previous games. It was a challenge running multiple betas at different times, and a huge undertaking adding crossplay after the fact on those titles. While also bringing them into synchronous patching, it's a lot easier to start that way, and better for our players too, as no platform is left behind. Xbox Hub then goes on to ask, from the gameplay reveal trailer, characters seem to have an abundance of personality. Are there plans for a working narrative, perhaps through maps and descriptions? Scott goes on to say, totally. Rogue Company is an electric group of mercenaries that save the day, look good, and get paid. We're intentionally leaning into action tropes to give players a fun environment to play in, taking inspirations from Hollywood action blockbusters. We have an overall narrative in progress, which will be revealed through maps, limited time modes, and other upcoming releases after the beta. Lastly, Xbox Hub asks, with the huge support that your titles have received, how viable do you see the free-to-play market for multiplayer titles on the next gen? Scott goes on to say, we see free-to-play with crossplay and cross-progression on all platforms. As the future of competitive multiplayer titles that includes on next-gen platforms, we want to provide games that are high-quality experience that gamers can play anywhere, with ongoing content and no limitations about where you can play and who you can play with. So guys, we've learned a few things from that interview from the Xbox Hub to Hi-Rez Studios. A couple of things we've learned is that Hi-Rez is really liking the fact of crossplay. They're really supporting it. It seems like they're always talking about it in this interview, you know, really putting that crossplay thing to be the main deal of this game, which is good. I love the fact that, you know, all platforms will be able to play together. There's no restrictions. It's not like PC can't play with Xbox or PS4. It's all together. I'm really liking that. It's just a cool experience, you know, to talk to people from other consoles, and it's nice, you know, sometimes your friends don't have the same console as you, so you're just like, oh, cool, it's awesome. Like, I can just add you, you know, on the friends list on the game, and then we can play together. Like that's the nice thing about crossplay. That's why I really like it, because not everybody has the same console. Not everybody likes the same, you know, hardware that a certain console has, or the certain exclusives that a console has, or, you know, PC has its own thing, but I'm talking console wise here. But also, guys, another thing too is that they're really diving deep with characters as well. I really like that because you know, they're adding narrative to these characters through different maps, and, you know, trying to experiment with these characters and kind of maybe give them more of like a backstory, and, you know, kind of just question, like, what are these characters doing here? Why are they here? Where did they come from? Where did they grow up from? You kind of have that, you know, little background stories from like Rainbow Six Siege that it kind of corresponds with that. I know Scott also said in this interview that he really wants to add new characters. They're going to be adding new characters yearly, so maybe it won't be yearly. Maybe we'll be getting them, you know, every season if they add seasons to this game. Hopefully they add a battle pass. That would be awesome. And another thing that I really wanted to point out there is that they're really focused on esports, and I really like that, because they also made the points of, you know, you can play a different play style. You know, you can play aggressive, you can play passive, you can cover routes, you can play with an AR, shotgun, sniper, etc. Like, you can play with all those things, And I think that is, something that helps, gamers out. Some people don't like being aggressive. Some people are passive aggressive. Some people like playing passive. And, I think that would really help some people bring out their inner shell when they play the game. And it would make everybody comfortable. You don't have to play a certain role if you don't want to. But, yeah, guys, I think this game is actually going to be really good. I would like to talk about more, but, NDA, that I can only say so much. So, speaking of esports, on Twitter, I asked Gandhi if there would be any tournaments for Rogue Company during beta gameplay or beta time, just kind of like what Valorant did. And Scott, or Gandhi, he replied with maybe. So, yeah, I'm hoping that we have some tournaments, during beta. It would be really fun to see who's really good at the game, see who's up and coming, people who want to make a name for themselves. I think that would be a really cool idea. I'm very competitive myself, so I'm definitely going to try to be a competitive player for this game. I love this game. It looks amazing, and I can't wait to actually get my hands on it and play it for the first time. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today on another Rogue Company news video. I'm really glad I can get some news out there for you guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notifications bell so you guys can get notified whenever I post videos up. I have some more videos coming out in the next few weeks. I think you'll really like them. I personally think that they'll be really good videos. I think you guys would like me to get into another series. I really like posting about Rogue Company, but there's another series that I really like, and I think you guys will like it too. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me, and peace out.